Montgomery County Real Estate Market Report. The Montgomery County real estate market continues to fragment into micro-markets, with property-specific factors increasingly determining outcomes. This week's data confirms the end of the rising tide lifts all boats market, replaced by a highly selective environment where exceptional properties command intense competition, while average listings face cooling conditions. While only 24% of new contracts had multiple offers, down from 31% last week, those that did attract interest saw notably stronger competition, with the average number of offers increasing to 1.4, up from 0.8. This pattern of concentrated buyer interest creates dramatically different seller experiences depending on property positioning, preparation, and pricing strategy. Montgomery County market breakdown by community and property type. Bethesda, Maryland, single-family homes. Median list. Price $2,185,000, up from $2,100,000. Median price of new listings, $1,725,000, up from $1,648,000. Price. Per square foot, $448, down from $462. Average days on market, 74, up from 72. Median days on market, 42, up from 35. Price decreased 46%, up from 38%. Price increased 2%, from 2%. Relisted 15%, up from 12%. Inventory 131, up from 129. Median rent $4,990, down from $5,100. Market Action Index 40, down from 41. Slight seller's advantage. Market analysis. The Market Action Index continues its downward trajectory as nearly half of all sellers, 46%, have reduced prices, indicating persistent buyer resistance. Despite higher median list price, marketing times have extended significantly and relisting activity increased, suggesting inflated initial pricing. The market segments reveal divergent performance. Entry-level homes, 1.29 million, sell in just 7 days, while premium properties, 3.57 million, linger for 73 days, perfectly illustrating the market's increasing selectivity. Bethesda, Maryland. Condos, townhomes. Median list price, $420,000, up from $399,900. Median price of new listings, $487,450, up from $349,500. Price per square foot, $410, down from $422. Average days on market, 58, up from 53. Median days on market, 35 from 35. Price decreased 44%, up from 38%. Price increased 0%, down from 2%. Relisted 7%, down from 11%. Inventory 43, down from 45. Median rent $3,024, down from $3,033. Market Action Index 47, up from 46. Strong sellers market. Market analysis. The condo market shows resilience with Market Action Index strengthening slightly to 47, despite 44% of sellers reducing prices. New listings entering at much higher prices, $487,000 versus $349,000, suggest seller confidence, but the data reveals a market in transition. Lower quartiles continue to perform well, while luxury condos, 1.67 million, face extended marketing periods, 56 days versus market average of 35. Further evidence of the sharpening divide between market segments. Chevy Chase, Maryland, single-family homes. Median list. Price $2,285,000, down from $2,395,000. Median price of new listings, $1,799,000, down from $1,819,000. Price per square foot, $557, down from $559. Average days on market, 88, down from 102. Median days on market, 35, down from 42. Price decreased 42%, down from 51%. Price increased 0% from 0%. Relisted 22%, down from 23%. Inventory 50, up from 39. Median rent $5,875, up from $5,625. Market Action Index 36, down from 38. Slight seller's advantage. Market analysis. Despite improved marketing times, Chevy Chase continues cooling with Market Action Index slipping to 36 amid expanding inventory. Seller sentiment shows signs of realism with fewer price reductions, 42% versus 51%, but the high relisting rate, 22%, indicates persistent pricing challenges. Entry-level homes, 1.3 million, sell in 28 days, while luxury properties, 4.12 million, languish for 217 days. One of the market's most dramatic performance gaps. Chevy Chase, Maryland, condos, townhomes. Median list price, $479,000, up from $432,000. Median price of new listings, $755,000, up from $576,500. Price per square foot, $420, up from $415. Average days on market, 63, down from 70. Median days on market, 35 from 35. Price decreased 29%, down from 34%. Price increased 0% from 0%. Relisted 10%, up from 4%. Inventory 72, up from 67. Median rent $2,603, down from $2,647. Market Action Index 33, down from 34. Slight seller's advantage. Market analysis. The Market Action Index slipped to 33 as inventory expanded to 72 units. Despite this softening, new listings are testing much higher price points, $755,000 versus $576,000, suggesting divergent seller expectations. The market shows balanced performance across price tiers, with marketing times clustered around the 35-day mark regardless of price point, unusual stability compared to other neighborhoods. Gaithersburg, Maryland, single-family homes. Median list price, $924,925, down from $974,900. Median price of new listings, $655,000, down from $939,500. Price per square foot, $272, down from $274. Average days on market, 60, down from 66. Median days on market, 21 from 21. Price decreased 36%, up from 30%. Price increased 2%, down from 3%. Relisted 8%, up from 4%. Inventory 92, up from 79. Median rent $2,800, down from $2,850. Market Action Index 44, down from 46. Slight seller's advantage. Market analysis. Gaithersburg shows subtle shifts with Market Action Index easing to 44 amid inventory growth to 92 units. The significant change in new listing prices, $655,000 versus $939,000, likely reflects a different mix of properties entering the market rather than value depreciation. The market continues to show strong fundamentals with steady median days on market at 21 days across segments. While price reductions increased to 36% from 30%, The efficiency gap between entry-level homes, $619,000 at 21 days on market, and luxury properties, $1.69 million at 180 days on market, 35 days on market, remains remarkably narrow compared to other neighborhoods, demonstrating Gaithersburg's consistent appeal across price points. Gaithersburg, Maryland, condos, townhomes. Median list. Price $445,000, up from $418,000. Median price of new listings $404,000, down from $565,000. Price per square foot $284, down from $286. Average days on market 43, down from 44. Median days on market 21, from 21. Price decreased 36%, up from 24%. Price increased 4%, down from 6%. Relisted 6%, from 6%. Inventory 70, up from 67. Median rent $2,215, down from $2,234. Market Action Index 55, down from 58. Strong sellers market. Market analysis. Despite maintaining strong sellers conditions with Market Action Index at 55, this market shows cooling from last week's 58. New listings are entering significantly lower, $404,000 versus $565,000. And price cuts have surged from 24% to 36%, indicating a shift in market momentum. All segments continue to perform well with consistently quick absorption across price points. Germantown, Maryland, single-family homes. Median list price $949,900, up from $874,450. Median price of new listings $1,292,000, up from $924,450. Price per square foot $252, up from $251. Average days on market 45, up from 43. Median days on market 21, up from 18. Price decreased 32%, down from 38%. Price increased 0%, from 0%. Relisted 8%, from 8%. Inventory 25, up from 24. Median rent $2,425, down from $2,550. Market action. Index 62, up from 60. Strong sellers market. Market analysis. Germantown strengthens against the broader cooling trend with Market Action Index improving to 62. New listings aiming significantly higher, $1.29 million versus $924,000, reflect seller confidence in this micro-market. Performance varies dramatically by price tier. Entry-level homes, $604,000, sell in just 14 days, while luxury properties, $2.15 million, require 35 days, still remarkably efficient for premium products. Germantown, Maryland, condos, townhomes. Median list. Price $330,000, up from $309,900. Median price of new listings $454,975, up from $290,000. Price per square foot $268 from $268. Average days on market 32, down from 39. Median days on market 14, down from 21. Price decreased 25%, down from 29%. Price increased 3% from 2%. Relisted 7%, up from 6%. Inventory 67, up from 49. Median rent $1,949, from $1,949. Market action. Index 71, down from 72. Strong sellers market. Market analysis. remains the county's hottest market segment despite slight market action index cooling to 71. Marketing times continue improving with median days on market dropping to just 14 days. Remarkably, the luxury segment, 549K, is selling immediately. 0 days on market. Unprecedented performance that suggests intense demand for premium townhomes in this area. Kensington, Maryland, single-family homes. Median list price, $1,150,000, up from $975,000. Median price of new listings, $1,299,000, up from $899,000. Price per square foot, $375, up from $366. Average days on market, 45 from 45. Median days on market, 14 from 14. Price decreased 34%, up from 24%. Price increased 0% from 0%. Relisted 10% from 10%. Inventory 29 from 29. Median rent $4,075, down from $4,200. Market Action Index 56, down from 57. Strong seller's market. Market analysis. Kensington maintains its momentum despite slight market action index cooling to 56. Market velocity remains exceptional with median days on market holding at just 14 days. New listings are testing higher price points, $1.2, $9 million versus $899,000, while price reductions have increased 34% versus 24%, indicating a market recalibrating. Premium homes, $1.99 million, still sell quickly, 14 days on market, demonstrating sustained demand across all price tiers. Potomac, Maryland, single-family homes. Median list, price $1,972,500, down from $2,137,500. Median price of new listings, $1,569,000, down from $1,900,000. Price per square foot, $365, down from $370. Average days on market, 69, down from 75. Median days on market, 21 from 21. Price decreased 27%, down from 34%. Price increased 0% from 0%. Relisted 3%, down from 4%. Inventory 74, up from 68. Median rent $6,000, down from $6,500. Market action. Index 44 from 44, slight seller's advantage. Market analysis. The market stabilizes with market action index holding at 44 despite continuing price declines. New listings entering more conservatively, $1.56 million versus $1.9 million, suggests sellers adapting to market realities. Entry-level homes $1.17 million sell in just 7 days, while luxury properties $3.89 million require 42 days, highlighting the performance gap between market segments but showing relatively efficient premium absorption compared to other luxury neighborhoods. Rockville, Maryland, single-family homes. Median list. Price $912,000, down from $943,950. Median price of new listings, $792,000, up from $645,000. Price per square foot, $342, down from $347. Average days on market, 38, up from 36. Median days on market, 25, up from 21. Price decreased, 43%, up from 40%. Price increased, 3%, from 0%. Relisted, 13%, up from 9%. Inventory, 76, up from 70. Median rent, $3,448, down from $3,450. Market Action Index, 61, up from 60. Strong sellers market. Market analysis. Despite continued cooling from its peak, Rockville strengthened slightly with Market Action Index improving to 61. New listings aiming higher than last week, $792,000 versus $645,000. While marketing times extend suggests some market testing boundaries. The persistent strength across price tiers with entry-level homes, $589,000, selling in 21 days and even luxury properties, $1.59 million, moving in 28 days demonstrates Rockville's continued appeal. Rockville, Maryland, condos/townhomes. Median list. Price $452,400, up from $449,000. Median price of new listings, $452,450, down from $482,500. Price per square foot, $349, from $349. Average days on market, 57, down from 60. Median days on market, 32, down from 35. Price decreased 30%, from 29%. Price increased 4%, down from 5%. Relisted 7%, down from 9%. Inventory 138, up from 133. Median rent $2,578, up from $2,540. Market Action Index 41 from 41, slight seller's advantage. Market analysis. The market maintained stability with Market Action Index holding at 41 despite high inventory levels at 138 units. Improving marketing times, 32 days on market versus 35, suggests better alignment with buyer expectations. An interesting segmentation pattern emerges with mid-market units, 580,000, selling fastest at 21 days on market, while both entry-level units, 254,000, and luxury condos, 942,000, require 35 days to sell. This bell curve in market performance points to strong demand from move-up buyers with good credit profiles targeting quality mid-tier properties. Silver Spring, Maryland, single-family homes. Median list, price $699,900, up from $699,350. Median price of new listings, $765,000, up from $670,000. Price per square foot, $326, down from $335. Average days on market, 46, down from 57. Median days on market, 14, down from 21. Price decreased, 36%, down from 38%. Price increased, 3%, down from 5%. Relisted, 5%, down from 6%. Inventory, 120, up from 98. Median rent, $3,175, down from $3,200. Market Action Index, 57, down from 59. Strong sellers market. Market analysis. Silver Spring shows remarkable strength with median days on market halving to just 14 days despite Market Action Index cooling slightly to 57. Inventory expansion to 120 units hasn't dampened performance, with all price tiers showing efficient absorption. New listings testing higher price points, $765,000 versus $670,000, suggests seller confidence in this micro-market's continued appeal to buyers. Silver Spring, Maryland, condos/townhomes. Median list. Price $269,999, down from $277,500. Median price of new listings, $389,900, up from $327,000. Price per square foot, $255, down from $258. Average days on market, 66 from 66. Median days on market, 35, down from 39. Price decreased 43%, up from 41%. Price increased 1% from 1%. Relisted 6%, down from 9%. Inventory 169, down from 170. Median rent $1,975 from $1,975. Market Action Index 41 from 41. Slight seller's advantage. Market analysis. The market stabilizes with Market Action Index holding at 41 despite high inventory levels. New listings entering significantly higher, $389,000 versus $327,000. While 43% of sellers have cut prices indicates conflicting market signals. Marketing times vary by segment with entry-level condos, $170,000, requiring 49 days while mid-tier units, $229,000, sell in 42 days, suggesting value-conscious buyers driving demand. Key takeaways. Premium OS value price gap widens. The disparity between high-performing and struggling segments expands, with median days on market ranging from 14 days in Silver Spring and Kensington to 42 days in Bethesda, revealing dramatically different market experiences based on location and pricing. New listings show strategic recalibration. While some areas see new listings testing higher prices, Germantown up 40% to $1.29 million. Others show sellers becoming more conservative. Gaithersburg down 30% to $655,000, reflecting area-specific market intelligence driving listing strategy. Price reduction patterns. Reveal. Market health. Price cut activity ranges from 27% in Potomac to 46% in Bethesda, with the average rising to 38% countywide from 34% last week, suggesting sellers increasingly adapting to market realities. Entry level continues. Outperforming. The bottom quartile consistently shows the strongest performance with days on market, often 75% faster than luxury properties, demonstrating persistent affordability challenges driving competition at lower price points. Inventory growth accelerates. Every neighborhood except Bethesda condos and Germantown homes saw inventory expansion with countywide supply up 7.5% in a single week, signaling shifting supply-demand dynamics. Ready to take action? For buyers, get early access to listings through Zenlist. Zenlist.com/a/Corey.Feldman. For sellers, request a data-driven property valuation. bit.ly/DC Metro CMA. Questions about how these trends affect your situation? Let's talk.